Edsby. I placed the two houses. I placed the renting of the Burma Road house, and I placed the actual buying of the same house. I'm just going to use that. It's in our area. It makes sense to me. You don't have to use the same house to buy and to rent. I just thought it was funny that they were both, there's a buy option and a rent option. And this property is, I don't know, I think about it because it used to be one of my family's farms, and then somebody bought it and built a house on it. So, I don't know. A little more special to me. Okay, so let's start with the buy versus rent. So if I'm going to rent the Burma Road house, the rent on that house is $825 a month. Okay, so I'm going to rent it for $825 a month plus utilities, $825 per month. There's 12 months in a year, times the 15 years, which the project is asking you for. So the rent alone will be $148,500. Okay? So then I have to look at things like utilities. So you're just going to estimate this. Maybe have a conversation with your parents. What do they spend on utilities? So there's hydro. It's gas, or pardon me, it's forced air heat, so hydro will be expensive. So I'm going to have a phone, maybe a house phone or something, some internet. Okay, maybe my phone / TV. Maybe I'm not going to have a landline, so you decide. And say I'm going to add transportation. Since it's on a gravel road, obviously have to drive everywhere. And you're going to drive somewhere anyway, so I'm just going to add an extra cost on that per month. So I just want to get a more of a realistic total. Maybe I missed something when I was calculating. So I picked about hydro to be about $250 per month, phone or TV be about $100, internet to be about $100. And I said, well, since I'm living in the country, maybe I'm going to spend $150 more on gas per month. So if I multiply each of these per month, and then I multiply each of these per the 15 years, and I start looking at, these are just relative costs. This is just approximate cost of living, right? And everybody has to live somewhere. So these are realistic, right? But I don't want to go into debt over just to live somewhere, right? So this one became $45,000. These two are $18,000 a year. And the last one is $27,000 a year. Okay, so if I add all of these up, and I add, utilities are $108. So $108,000 just to live in the place. Okay, that's not even including the rent to borrow, or pardon me, the rent to actually borrow the place, because you're not ever going to own it. So if I rented for 15 years and say I decided to move somewhere else, I would walk away. I wouldn't have to owe anything on the house, and I would have paid $256,500 just to live there. Okay?